And these are some of the history of the spacecraft, spacewalk done in the different time period. Now I'll hand over to Hassan.
Uh, Hello everyone. I'm going to talk about different technology used in space, which is, it's a lot, but I'm just going to mention the major things. Space Shuttle, which is called officially the transportation system. The first space shuttle took off into space called Columbia in 1981. A typical space shuttle mission takes around 8 days, but it can be extended based on the mission objectives. The space shuttle, as you see, it consists of 3 major parts. 2 solid rocket boosters, which is vital for the launch. External fuel tank, which is at the middle, which is also carries fuel for the launch. Also orbiter, which is at the middle one, which is carries astronauts and payload. Actually, space shuttle take off just like a rocket and land just like regular airplane. This is the pictures for the orbiter in the orbit. Another technology, it's Lunar Rover, which is an electronic space vehicle designed to operate in a low gravity vacuum, just like the moon. It's more effective because its astronauts could use less oxygen, fewer and physical energy than walking, walking in the moon. Another technology, Mars rover, as you say, which is more sophisticated technology, and there is actually 5 rovers were sent to Mars. Only 2 has succeeded, and the rest failed. The 2 succeeded launch in 2004 and still running over there. Another technology is Hubble Space Telescope. It's launched in 1990 by NASA, and this technology actually has changed the way science look at the universe, because it's provide more details. It's turned more some prediction to certainty, because for instance, it revealed the age of the universe to be about 13 to 14 billions instead of the old range, which is 10 to 20 billions year. Now, why this technology is very significant achievement, or how does it differ from the regular telescope in the ground? Actually, it is a direct solution for the atmosphere problem, which is the view from the ground actually get distorted in Earth atmosphere. So actually, distortion leads to see the like the stars shining, and that's because of the atmosphere problems. There is interesting fact that I found about Hubble also, that's every 90 minutes Hubble completes a spin around the Earth, which is fast enough to travel across the United States in just 10 minutes. This is some pictures that has been taken by Hubble's telescope. The last technology that I'm going to talk about is satellite. I guess that everyone knows about satellite and how major it is have impact in our communication life. Uh, uh, this is actually the basic communication satellite components. Ground station transmit to the satellite and then back to the Earth. This pictures shows, I don't know if you can see it clearly here because of the light, but there is a lot of white spot around the Earth. And this, all of these white spots, represent satellites. From launching the first satellite in 1957 and up to 2008, this year, around 6,000 satellites have been launched into orbit. This is estimated that only 800 satellites are working. So actually the rest all of them is just junk in the sky, in the orbit. This is my part, and then
hello everybody. I'll be talking a little bit about some of the missions sent to different planets. So I'll start with Mars. Mars is the 4th planet from Sun, and it's the 7th largest. The first successful mission that was sent by NASA to Mars was Mariner 4 in 1965. And the first successful object that hit the surface was a Soviet probe called Mars 2 and Mars 3. And it was launched in 1971. But they lost the contact as soon as they, from the base as soon as they were landed. The current mission includes NASA Phoenix lander that is about to launch, that has been launched, but that is scheduled to set down on Northern Plains on 25th of May 2008. Here are some pictures for Mariner 4 and Phoenix lander. The second one is Mercury. It's the closest planet to Sun, and it's the 8th largest. And the first mission that was sent to Mercury was Mariner 10 in November 3, 1973, and it arrived Mercury on March 29, 1974. The second mission was Messenger, that is also known as Mercury Surface Space Environment, Geochemistry and Ranging. It was a NASA spacecraft, and it was launched on August 3, 2004 to study the characteristics and environment of Mercury from orbit. Here are some of the pictures. Now, Venus is also known as Jewel of the Sky. It was previously known by some of the ancient astronomers as Morning and Evening Star. The first spacecraft that was sent was Mariner 2 in 1962. And the first orbiter, the US spacecraft Magellan, produced detailed maps of Venus using the radar. And ESA's Venus Express is now in orbit with a large variety of instruments. Here are the pictures for Magellan and Mariner. Comets are small, thin, irregularly shaped bodies composed of a mixture of non-volatile grains and frozen gases. The most known of all comets is Halley, that was named after a British astronomer, Edmund Halley, who predicted that comet visit Earth every 76 years, and the last time it was seen was in 1986, but it was not visible with the naked eye. So that's all from my part. Now I'll send it over to Anuj. Here are some of the pictures of comets. Thanks.